Good morning, ma'am.
Let's start our
Yes, yes, I am starting.
Okay, ma'am.
Good morning to all children. And tomorrow your science test.
Yes, ma'am. Chapter 5. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, chapter 5. And you yes, chapter 5, and you all must try to appear in this exam because it is just related to your attendance. Listen children, जो बच्चे ये एग्जाम देंगे उनको पूरे वीक का अटेंडेंस मिलेगा। जो बच्चे एग्जाम नहीं देंगे उनको पूरे वीक का अटेंडेंस नहीं मिलेगा।
मैम हम सारा एग्जाम दिए।
ओके, थैंक यू चिल्ड्रन।
सारा एग्जाम दिए।
जो बच्चे दे रहे हैं उनको मिलेगा, जो बच्चे नहीं दे रहे हैं उनको अटेंडेंस नहीं मिलेगा। ओके, कम ऑन।
यस मैम।
मैम जब से एडमिशन हुआ मैम मैं न्यू स्टूडेंट हूँ, इसलिए मैम मेरा लेट से
नो प्रॉब्लम, लेट स्टूडेंट के लिए नो प्रॉब्लम, बट यू मस्ट ट्राई टू अपीयर इन ऑल द ऑनलाइन टेस्ट जो कि संडे को होता है।
एग्जाम हुआ है ना मैम आपकी फोटो अच्छी से नहीं आ रही है। मैम समर वैकेशन के बाद जितना भी एग्जाम हुआ मैंने सारा दिया है।
ओके चिल्ड्रन, ओके।
यस मैम।
आइए
मैम प्लीज आस्क क्वेश्चंस टुडे।
यस
मैम चैप्टर 5 का क्वेश्चन।
चैप्टर 5 क्वेश्चन आंसर डी एंड ई। एक मिनट। चैप्टर 5 क्वेश्चन आंसर डी एंड ई। यू मस्ट ट्राई टू लर्न द क्वेश्चन आंसर ऑफ डी एंड ई। ओके,
प्लीज आस्क क्वेश्चंस टुडे ऑफ
मैम
chapter 5 D and
मैम
E.
और क्वेश्चंस।
D first I want to teach and then again
यस मैम।
yesterday I had explained about classification of plants. Classification of plants, that is classification of plants that is on the basis
Mute
of
all participants.
several
Yes
points.
ma'am.
There are
No
several
ma'am.
मैम सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए।
No ma'am. Participants. No ma'am.
yesterday I had explained about
मैम सब अपने आप म्यूट हो जा रहे हैं।
yesterday I had explained about some points how to classify plants on the basis of first height, size and shape. On the basis of height, size and shape, we can classify plants, that is herbs, shrubs and trees. Second point related to classification of the plants, that is on the basis of lifespan. So on the basis of lifespan, plant is classified as, that is annual, biennial and perennial. Annual, biennial and perennial. These are the three categories of plants. Next on the basis of flower, some plants are flowering plants and some are not flowering plants. Some plants are flowering plants, some are not flowering plants. So we can also differentiate on the basis of flower. Next point, on the basis of habitat. On the basis of habitat, we can classify. On the basis of habitat, we can classify plants as, that is mesophytes, xerophytes and hydrophytes. Yesterday I had explained all these points. Next, on the basis of nutrition. On the basis of nutrition, plants are classified, that is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, it means Heterotrophs are again divided into two categories, that is saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes and parasites are next categories of plants. Next is, these are the points on the basis of which we can classify plants. Then come on, next. Hello children, मेरी आवाज सुनाई पड़ रही है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. आइए. Next, these are all the points on the basis of which we can classify plants. Then come on, classification of animals. Classification of animals. Children, it is not be possible to do the study of all the animals because there are so many species, so many varieties of animals are found in this living world. So it is necessary to divide the animals in different categories. First, classification of animals on the basis of backbone. अब हम जा रहे हैं animals का classify करने के लिए. First, on the basis of backbone. There are some animals which have backbone. Backbone होता है आपके पीछे वाले पोर्शन में एक लंबी सी एक बोन्स होते हैं जिसको हम कहते हैं बैकबोन. आप अपने पीछे वाले पोर्शन को टच के देख सकते हो. This is called as backbone, and this backbone is found some animals, and some animals have no backbone. कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जिनके पास backbone नहीं होता है. So children, on the basis of backbone, we can classify animals as vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates, those animals which have backbone are called as vertebrates. जिनके पास backbone होता है उसको हम कहते हैं vertebrates. Okay, and these animals are well developed and have bony skeleton. Means इनके जो bony skeleton होते हैं वे बहुत well developed होते हैं because they have backbones. And some examples of vertebrates are human being. Human being are in categories of vertebrates. Fishes, frog, lizards, birds. These are in vertebrates categories. Then come on, invertebrates. Those animals which have no vertebrates, जिनके पास no backbone. वैसे animals जिनके पास backbone नहीं होता है, they are called as invertebrates. And some examples are invertebrates are earthworm. They have no backbones. Cockroach, जो कि छोटा सा animal है, they have also no backbone. Next is snail, octopus, starfish. They have no backbone. And children, next is invertebrates. Invertebrates have a soft body. इनका जो body होता है soft body होता है. अगर आप कभी earthworm को देखे होगे, they move on the earth. ये earth पे move करते हैं तो zigzag motion में भी earth पे जाते हैं. ये zigzag motion में भी earth पे जाते हैं और ये पता नहीं चलता है. And their body is very soft. Cockroach, their body is very soft. Snail, octopus, starfish, their body is very soft and they have no backbone. So these are invertebrates. So vertebrates which have backbones and they have well developed bony skeleton. Means उसके body में जो skeleton system होते हैं, जो bone होते हैं, वे बहुत developed होते हैं, well developed होते हैं. Okay children?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is, so this is a common classification on the basis of food, on the basis of food habits. On the basis of food habits, how we can differentiate animals. How we can differentiate animals on the basis of food habits. Children, as plants are autotrophs and heterotrophs, animals are also autotrophs and heterotrophs. एनिमल्स भी ऑटोट्रॉप्स होते हैं और एनिमल्स भी हेटेरोट्रॉप्स होते हैं. दे आर ऑल्सो ऑटोट्रॉप्स एंड हेटेरोट्रॉप्स. जैसे प्लांट में आप देखें ना, सम ऑल प्लांट्स, ऑल ग्रीन प्लांट्स आर ऑटोट्रॉप्स and plants are also heterotrophs. Some examples of plants which are heterotrophs. आप जानते हो कौन कौन सा plants है जो कि heterotrophs होते हैं. अब आइए next is classification on the basis of food habits. That is, animals are herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Animals are herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. तो which animals are called as herbivores? किस प्रकार के एनिमल्स को हम herbivores कहते हैं? तो वैसे एनिमल्स जो प्लांट को खाते हैं और प्लांट प्रोडक्ट्स को खाते हैं, they are called as herbivores. आप पहले से जानते हो. And the examples of herbivores you already know, that is cow, deer, goat. These are herbivores. And those animals which eat एनिमल्स एंड एनिमल्स प्रोडक्ट, जो कि एनिमल्स को खाते हैं और एनिमल्स के प्रोडक्ट को खाते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड एज कार्निवोर्स. फॉर एग्जांपल्स लायन, टाइगर, दे आर कार्निवोर्स. वो क्या है? कार्निवोर्स है, बिकॉज दे ईट एनिमल्स एंड एनिमल्स प्रोडक्ट. ओके चिल्ड्रन, देन कम ऑन नेक्स्ट. omnivores. Omnivores are that animals which eat what products? Both plants and animals product. They eat both plants and animals product. They are called as omnivores. And children, omnivores, we human being are omnivores. हम जो human being हैं कैसे हैं? Omnivores हैं, क्योंकि हम vegetable products भी खाते हैं और हम लोग animals products भी खाते हैं. Okay, bear are the examples of omnivores. Ant, चींटी, they are also omnivores. आप देखो ये फ्रूट्स को भी खाते हैं और ये एनिमल्स को भी खाते हैं. Ant, it is very small creature but it is omnivores. Come on, next. These additional categories are explained there. So we also have some additional classification of animals in each of these categories. अब इतना ही नहीं है. That is herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. अब आइए, there are more categories also. इसके अलावा भी और categories है to do the study of some animals. And these categories are, आइए, first is frugivores. Those animals which eat fruits only. जो कि केवल फ्रूट्स खाते हैं उसको कहते हैं हम frugivores. It is given in your book examples, that is parrot. लेकिन parrot तो grains भी खाते हैं, but most important to eat that is fruits. Insectivores, जो केवल insects को खाते हैं, वैसे animals जो केवल insects को खाते हैं, they are called as insectivores. Examples are lizard. Come on next. Saprophytes and parasites. आप देखिए, heterotrophs are, some animals are heterotrophs. Plants are also heterotrophs. And heterotrophs is again divided into two categories in case of plants. That is, in case of plants, that is parasites and saprophytes. Animals are also parasites and saprophytes. Come on, what is parasites and what is saprophytes? किसको कहते हैं parasites और किसको कहते हैं saprophytes? तो saprophytes उस प्रकार के एनिमल्स को कहते हैं जो, saprophytes उस प्रकार के एनिमल्स को कहते हैं जो decay products of animals को खाते हैं. They eat only decay matter of other plant animals, जो कि because here we classify about animals. यहाँ पे हम एनिमल्स को क्लासीफाई करते हैं, तो एनिमल्स को क्लासीफाई करते हैं only 14%. एनिमल्स को हम क्लासीफाई करते हैं, इसका मतलब ये है कि हम एनिमल्स को देखेंगे. वहाँ हम प्लांट्स को क्लासीफाई कर रहे थे तो हम प्लांट्स को देख रहे थे. वो इन केस ऑफ saprophytes. And in case of saprophytes animals, that is bacteria, बैक्टीरिया जो है वह वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एनिमल्स को खाता है. They eat only the waste product of animals. Okay, children. So examples of saprophytes are bacteria. Next is parasites. Parasites obtain food from other animals by living in or on their bodies. अब parasitic animals उस प्रकार के animals को कहते हैं जो parasitic animals उस प्रकार के animals को कहते हैं जो दूसरे animals के body में रह करके खाना लेता है. उस प्रकार के animals को हम कहते हैं parasitic animals. देखिए, leech, head loss, bed bug, these are the examples of parasites. ये parasites क्या करते हैं? देखिए, parasites किसी और body में रह करके खाना लेता है. Means they take food from living organisms. And saprophytes, they take food from dead and decaying parts of animals. Because here we have done the classification of animals. Okay, children? The classification of animals. First, we have discussed about on the first classification of animals on the basis of backbone. Second, on the basis of food habits. Third, on the basis of reproduction. All animals are not equal in reproduction points of view. सारे animals जो होते हैं वो एक जैसे नहीं होते हैं in reproduction points of view. First, some animals lay eggs. कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जो कि अंडे देते हैं और फिर उनसे उसी प्रकार के animals का जन्म होता है. Okay, reproduce through eggs. They hatch eggs which develop into young ones. Fish, birds belong to this categories. अब fish हैं, birds हैं, उनका जन्म कैसे होता है? तो by laying eggs. By laying eggs. Okay. Next is some animals reproduce by dividing their body parts. कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जिनका जन्म कैसे होता है? By dividing their body parts. उनके body parts जो होते हैं वो divide हो जाते हैं और divide हो करके फिर नए organisms का जन्म होता है. The examples of this category is that is amoeba, that is hydra. These animals reproduce by dividing their body parts. उनके body parts divide होते हैं and then give the birth of new ones, young ones. So some animals reproduce by dividing their bodies. Next is some animals do not lay eggs. कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जो कि egg lay नहीं करते हैं, but they give birth directly to their young ones. कुछ ऐसे animals से कुछ का maximum amount of animals reproduce by giving the birth of young ones. Examples are human being. Examples of so many animals: rats, cow, horses. These animals give the birth of their young ones. So on the basis of reproduction, we can classify animals into three categories. First, those animals which lay eggs. Second, those animals which reproduce by dividing their body parts. And third, those animals which give birth directly to their young ones. So these are the categories. Then come on, next, classification on the basis of body covering. अब देखो कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जिनका body covered होता है by hair. On the basis of which we can also classify some animals. The animals can also group on the basis of covering of their body. Some animals like snake, fishes have scales on their body. आप देखिए होंगे fishes, मछली, सांप, क्या होता है उनके बॉडी पर? क्या होता है? स्केल्स होते हैं. इस प्रकार स्केल होते हैं. तो ये जनरली फाउंड, that is snake and fishes, scales like structures are found on their body, and by the help of these scales they can do so many activities. Frogs have a, अब ये frogs have a slimy skin. कभी आप अगर फ्रॉग को छूने का अगर मौका मिला होगा तो देखोगे उसके बॉडी का जो ऊपर वाला पोर्शन होता है, इट इज वेरी स्लिमी, इतना सॉफ्ट होता है एंड स्लिमी. इट मीन्स दे आर इन अदर कैटेगरीज ऑफ एनिमल्स. आइए नेक्स्ट. ऑल बर्ड्स हैव फेदर ऑन देयर बॉडी. अब देखो जितने भी बर्ड्स हैं उनके ऊपर क्या होता है, बॉडी कवर्ड होता है फेदर्स से. एंड the bodies of animals like human being, cow, horses have hair on them. हमारे बॉडी के ऊपर भी हेयर है. So we are in other categories of animals. We are also animals, but we are other categories of animals. Birds, they are also animals, but they are other categories of animals. They have feathers. So these are the basis, on the basis of which we can classify animals. जैसे हम लोगों ने प्लांट्स को क्लासिफाई किया, उसी प्रकार हम लोग अब एनिमल्स को भी क्लासिफाई करते हैं. तो फर्स्ट वी क्लासिफाई एनिमल्स फर्स्ट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ we classify animals first on the basis of backbone. Some animals which have backbone, they are called as vertebrates, and those animals which have no backbone, they are called as invertebrates. The animals which are backbone, they are called as vertebrates, and they have well developed bony skeleton. And in vertebrates, their body is so soft, no well developed bony skeleton, because they have no backbone. First. Second, on the basis of food habits. On the basis of food habits, we can classify animals as herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. And some other classification of animals, that is frugivores, insectivores, saprophytes, and parasites. So these are the basis. Second points, food habits. Third points, on the basis of reproduction. We can also classify animals in three categories, that is first, those animals which lay eggs. Second, those animals which reproduce by dividing their body parts. Third, those animals which directly give the birth of young ones. So these are the points on the basis of which we classify animals. Next is classify on the basis of body covering. देखिए body covering, कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जिनके body के ऊपर feathers होता है, for example birds. Some animals के ऊपर hairs होता है, that is human beings, cow. Okay. So on this basis we can classify animals. Then come on, next point. Next point is importance of plants and animals. You know children, how plants are important for us, how animals are important for us. क्यों हमारे लिए plants important है? Why animals are important for us? Okay children, and